What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Seriously Intuit. I hope you guys are having a great day. So today we're going to do something a little different and do something a little fun today. In honor of spooky season, I want to do a Halloween themed reading. And this reading is entitled, "What is the scary movie villain in your life?" So what are some obstacles and challenges? It could be a person, it could be a situation, but it's just a reading getting into what are some challenges or shadow aspects that could be triggering you in life, and what are some things you can do to overcome the situation. I have 3 pals here, so use your intuition, pause the reading, and just tune into whatever pal resonates with you the most. And I will see you at your pal. Hey, what's up, pal 1? So for those of you that chose this crystal here, we are here to find out today, what is the scary movie villain in your life? So I have a 5-card spread prepared, and each card represents an individual aspect of the situation. So the first card represents who or what the villain is. The second card represents what fears does this villain trigger in you. The third card represents what skills and abilities that you have to overcome the situation. The fourth card represents what is the lesson that you're meant to learn from the situation. And the fifth card represents how you will overcome the situation. So I'm going to go through all of these, and then at the end, I'm going to pull some additional oracle cards to get some additional messages. But first, we're going to get into this part. And this oracle card represents the overall energy of the situation. To see the overall energy of the reading, and we're going to check out the messages on here and see what it has to say. So you guys got Laurie Strode. It says, "Survivor's triumph. You've been through hell and back, and you're stronger for it. Push on and victory will be yours." So this energy is like somebody that just been through a whole lot, and maybe you had like a traumatic past or something like that, where you was going through just a long drawn out situation, or feeling like you being just something was after you. Because she's not a villain, but the villain that was after her was Michael Myers, and he was just chasing her for like 40 years. He just kept coming after her. It didn't matter where she went. It was just always something where he was after her. And I think in the end, she was the one that killed him. I didn't see the last few movies that they made. I didn't watch those, but I think she was the person that killed him. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm saying. It's just, you're somebody that's just been through a whole lot, and maybe have like a lot of trauma from being in survival mode, or worrying about the next thing that could go wrong. But it's saying that if you push through, you're going to have victory in the situation. You're going to be able to overcome everything, and you're going to have an amazing survival story. So that's what I'm seeing with this. And now we're about to get into the tarot to see the messages of what they have to say. So we're going to get into this first card. The first card represents who or what the villain is in the situation. So we're going to check it out. And we got the Hangman. So this could represent you feeling stuck and not knowing what to do in a situation. So this may not be a person. It could be a state of mind. Like with this, maybe your trauma, maybe something that you went through that was traumatized, and it has you stuck and not able to see a way out of the situation. So it could be a thought process. It could be an actual person that's trying to keep you stuck, but it could be a state of mind or a situation or a person where you feel like you don't know what to do and you don't know how to get out of the situation. That's what this feeling represents. It's a stuck energy, energy of feeling stuck. So these are the fears that this energy triggers in you. So we're going to check this one out. And this card is the Seven of Cups. So this could represent that it goes with this. So if the Seven of Cups is an illusion, it could feel like you have a lot of options and you're not sure what to do about the situation. So in this, it says, pick your poison. So you feel like you might have a lot of options or you don't know which one to pick. And you feel like if you're in this negative stuck energy, you feel like it doesn't matter what option that you choose, that it's still going to be a bad situation. Like it's still going to not end up good. Like you're going to still be in the same stuck energy. So you don't want to, you might be presented with options, but you don't want to choose any of the options because you feel like all of them are bad. Because let's go with this, like if you was going through like a long drawn out situation where every time you look around it was just something after you or trying to get you, so you feel like it doesn't matter, you just think every door is probably going to be something wrong if you're still stuck in this traumatic thought process. So this third card represents what are the skills and abilities and strengths that you could play into to get out of this situation of this stuck and confused energy. And this card is the Queen of Wands. So you're going to have to tap into your creative and assertive energy and come up with a creative way to get out of the situation. And you're going to have to be bold and confident in making a choice to move forward. So those are the skills I think you're going to need to be confident. You're going to need to be sure of yourself, and you're going to have to choose an action and be confident in the decision that you make, because you have a lot of options and you're not really stuck, but you're stuck in like a negative state of mind of thinking that all the options that you have are not good options. So you're going to have to be confident and assert yourself and just be brave and take the first step to move out of the situation. So the fourth card represents what is the lesson that you are meant to learn from this. And this card is Temperance. So the lesson that you are meant to learn is to be patient with yourself, to understand balance, that everything is not all bad. Everything is not all good and it's not all bad either. And you just have to understand that you have to take risks. You have to not see everything as all or nothing. And you have to trust yourself and know that ultimately that you can get out of this. You can take the actions that you need to move forward. And not see everything as in black and white, or good and bad. Because right now you're in a state of mind where you see everything as negative. And you need to, life is not all bad, and it's not all bad and it's not all good. But when you've been through a long drawn out, because like with this lady, this dude was after her like 40 years and he just kept coming after her, like killing everybody off, and she had to move somewhere else and he'd just come find her. So she was just stuck in like, oh man, I just don't know what to do. This man, he just keep coming back. He just keep coming after me. And she just probably felt like every time I go, it don't matter what I do, that I'm just going to have to always be in this situation because this man keep coming after me. So you have to realize that you have to heal and realize that everything isn't as negative as it seems, and it's good and bad in life. And once you start focusing on the good, you'll be able to get out of this hangman energy, and you won't be stuck, and you'll be able to step into this Queen of Wands energy and realize that there is a way out, and it is positive options. Everything is not poison, and there are positive options. And this card represents how you will overcome the situation. And you got the Chariot. So you're going to be successful. You're going to move forward, and you're going to have victory in the situation. This is more, I don't think it's a person in this situation. I think this was more of a, this is more of a negative mindset from past traumas that will keep you stuck. So even in his car, he looked just, I think this is the cat in the head. He looked stressed. He just looked like he just been through it on his car. And then you have these two kids, like they guiding him away from the situation, and they're letting him know like it's okay, everything gonna be okay. But he just looked real stressed out. Like I don't know if he wants to go with them, but they're like pulling him forward and letting him know that it's going to be okay. So maybe you need to meet up or surround yourself with people that have this energy of these two kids on the card that's just more happy and optimistic about life. And they like leading him somewhere, leading him in his Chariot energy out of the situation. So yeah, maybe you need to, like I said, find people like this that have a more optimistic outlook on life, so they can pull you out of this rut of this hangman energy of feeling stuck, and have a more positive outlook on life. So that's what I'm seeing with this. It seems like more of a mindset of, like I said, just traumas that you were dealing with, like a lot of negative patterns that like ingrained, just negative thought patterns in your brain where you, because it could have been a person, it could have been just toxic situations that you had to overcome, and it led you to believe that it didn't matter what you did to move forward, that everything was just bad. It didn't matter what you did. But once you step into this Queen of Wands energy and not see everything as negative, and start to look at the more positive aspects of life and surround yourself with people that see life in a more positive way, you will overcome the situation. So that's what I'm seeing with this. And I will have some oracle cards here with some additional messages, and we're going to take a look at these to see what these cards have to say. So this goes with the Hangman card, this Puppet card. It says manipulation, strings, theater, obedience. So you could have been stuck in like conditioning. Like the reason why you can't move forward is like you still have strings connected to like past conditioning that maybe from, like I said, from the trauma that you went through. And people were controlling your emotions or your thoughts through these puppet strings. And that's why you felt stuck, like you couldn't get out of the situation. Or they were like weaponizing your emotions or your trauma to get you to do what they wanted you to do. So whatever it is, you just felt stuck. Like you being, somebody could have been trying to manipulate you, or you just feel like you're being controlled by something. And this card says, Ken, history, legacy, influence. Yeah, you could have been, something could have been influenced, something or someone could have been influencing these negative thought processes. And you have to be strategic on how to maneuver out of this situation. It could have been a situation where they had you competing over something, or like manipulating you into like competing. It could have been like an older person, like influencing you or trying to, like I said, manipulate you into thinking a certain way or moving a certain way. And you want to break free of this conditioning that this person was trying to instill in your mind. So you coming to the point where you want to come out of this and get away from it. This card says chameleon, changeable, adaptability, elusive, camouflaging, shape-shifting. So you feel like you couldn't be yourself. So where maybe it is some people or whatever these situations around, you feel like you couldn't be yourself because whoever these people or this situation is, you felt stuck, like you was being controlled or telling you how to think, and like I said, they was manipulating your emotions, and you felt like you just had to be whoever these people wanted you to be, or whatever the situation, you had feel like you had to adapt and like wear a mask in the situation, but you couldn't really be yourself. So that's what's making you feel stuck. Like this could be like a family situation. Maybe it's your family. Maybe you feel like your family was trying to control you or instill, like, maybe you had like family trauma or like things you went through with your family, and the beliefs that they tried to instill in you is not things that you agree with, but you feel like you just had to be a chameleon and like adapt to the situation, but you feel stuck. So with this card, this Pet Cemetery card, it says grief. So like I said, it could have been something with a family situation, because the people in this, the man in this movie, he like lost his entire family, and he didn't want to let stuff go. So maybe your family don't want to, it could be a family, it could be a relationship. Maybe you in a situation where you feel stuck because somebody doesn't want to let you go, and you just feel like you're ready to get away. And maybe it was like a traumatic situation where you feel like it didn't matter where you went, you couldn't get away. So like with this movie, he didn't want to accept the fact that his son died, and he buried them in a cemetery, and he knew they was gonna come back messed up, because when they buried the cat, it came back weird. It was evil. And when they lost their son, he still went and buried the son in the same place, and he knew it was gonna come back evil. And then he buried his wife in there. He didn't want to just let stuff die. So this could be a situation with you, like you want to escape something, but it could be somebody else that just don't want to let it go, and they're willing to do extreme things to keep things the way they are. And that's why you feel stuck in the situation, because it could be somebody else that's willing to do anything, even if it doesn't make sense or it could put them in danger. They're willing to do it just to keep things the way they are. And this card says potion, transformation, resourcefulness, change. So you could be ready for a change. Like I said, you're ready to move forward and have victory in the situation, and you have everything that you need inside of you to transform. Like you could be a very resourceful person. So even if you're not given much, you could still take whatever it is that you have and turn it into something 10 times greater with a small amount of things. So yeah, you can make miracles. You can make miracles with even a small amount of resources. You can still turn things around. And this card says spiritual gift to perform acts of supernatural power that are recognized by others to have altered the ordinary course of nature. So you could have like strong manifestation abilities. So whatever the situation is, you're going to be able to turn it around in your favor, and you're going to be able to transform and become a whole new, better person after the situation. And this card says strength. I stand strong, affirming my power and unbreakable faith. I rise above self-doubt and find my courage and truth. Holding on to love, I triumph over fear, knowing I have the strength to overcome any challenges. So there goes with this. Like, you're going to be able to, like I said, you're strong. Once you tap into that Queen of Wands energy and be confident in yourself, you're going to be able to totally transform this situation into a whole new situation that you never thought was possible. But you can't let these past life, not past life, but things that happen in your past keep you stuck in this negative mindset. And you have to just start to believe in yourself, and you have to like I said, let go of whoever these people were or whatever the situation was that was conditioning you to be stuck or think small. You're just gonna have to detach and cut the strings from all of that and focus on your future and move forward. And this last card says waning moon. Surrender and go with the flow. Let go and move on. Rest and recuperate. Let fate take its control. Not the right time to take action. So it's like it goes with it. It's telling you to just let go and move on. Whatever the situation is, it needs to be put to rest so that you can take all of these things that you've been through and use it to transform yourself into a whole new person where you can create miracles. Create miracles for yourself. And stop holding whatever this is where you felt like you had trauma and, like I said, all this negative stuff where you feel like you will never be able to get out of a situation because whatever it was just kept following you wherever you went. You have to bury it. You have to get rid of it. Totally cut ties with it. Do not keep, like this movie, like he just didn't want to let it go. And he just ended up, all he was trying to do to keep stuff how it was. And it ended up taking him out in the end. Like, you should have just buried them people in the right cemetery where they belong, but you want to try to do something else because you wanted to, like I said, keep stuff the way that it was, and that's not how it is. You just, sometimes you need to just let stuff die, let it go, and stop holding on to things that were meant to leave. So, like I said, I don't know if this was conditioning, was this a relationship, or it could be like family conditioning, but whatever it wasn't healthy, and you felt like you couldn't be yourself. So you need to cut ties with this situation and move forward and focus on your future. And let stuff that needs to die, just let it die. Put an end to situations that no longer serve you. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Power One. This was an interesting reading. That's what I'm seeing for you, Power One. If this resonated with you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey, what's up, Power 2? So for those of you that chose this crystal, we are here to find out today, what is the scary movie villain in your life? So we're trying something different today. I have a 5-card spread here and an oracle card. So each tarot card represents a different aspect of the situation. So the first card represents who or what the villain is in your life. Second card represents what fears that this villain triggers in you. The third card represents what skills, talents, and strengths that you have that can overcome the situation. The fourth card represents what is the lesson that you're meant to learn from the situation. And the fifth card represents how you will overcome the situation. So we're finna go through all of these, and then I'm gonna follow up at the end with some more oracle cards to get some additional messages. But first, we're going to get the overall energy of the situation from this oracle card. So let's check it out and see the message. And you got ghost face, phantom observer, someone's watching, stay sharp, and guard your boundaries, invasion of privacy. So this could be a person. This situation, it seems like it's a person. So it could be somebody that is holding some type of grudge with you, or somebody that's upset with you about something. It's saying you need to protect your energy and just be aware, and that someone is observing you. And from this movie, I'm thinking it's somebody that is not happy with you. So it's somebody that could be upset with you because the villain in this movie and these movies, it was somebody that was just holding a grudge against a person for whatever reason, and they was just like out for revenge. So you need to be aware of what's going on, and yeah. So that's what I'm saying with this, that this energy seems to be a person, and they might be upset with you about something. So we're going to get into the tarot and get some more information about what this situation is about. So we're going to start with this first card here. And this represents the villain of the situation. And you got the Four of Pentacles. So with this could represent, it seems like somebody is holding on to something. It's like they don't want to let something go. It's like, I think somebody is upset about something and they don't want to let it go. They might be holding a grudge. This is something, the Four of Pentacles represents holding on to something, holding on to things and hoarding things. And in this situation, I think they're holding on to a grudge. And this card represents, what is the fear that this situation is triggering within you? And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this situation, I think the fear that this is triggering in you is that you feel like, I think this person, they want you to conform to something that you're not. Because in this, it's like this lady is, what's this, Cruella de Vil? But she is dressing these children up in dog costumes and drawing spots on them. And it's like, so you feel like somebody is trying to force you to be something that you're not. Like force you into submission or something like that. Like they want you to work hard and force you to submit to something. Maybe you have a fear of submitting to a situation, or something trying to make you conform into something that you're not. But that is the fear, and we're going to check out what this card represents, what the strengths that you have and the skills that you have to overcome this situation. And we have the Magician. So you have everything you need within you to manifest the reality that you want. So whatever it is that this person is trying to that they're trying to do is not going to work, because you have the ability to manifest everything that you want. Like, you could be like a powerful manifester. So this is a good card to have in the strengths and skills department, the Magician. So, and this card represents the lesson that you were meant to learn from this situation. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is telling you to be just more independent and not just focus on yourself, and make sure that you are self-sufficient, so you will be able to maneuver the way that you want without being codependent on others. Because if you, maybe you were in a situation with this Eight of Pentacles, like I said, you had to feel like you had to submit to some things that you weren't comfortable with, or that you didn't want to do. Because like I said, they had on dog costumes, and he down on his knees. Like, maybe you feel like you had to submit to some things that just wasn't in your nature to be. So the lesson from this is to not have people trying to force you to conform to things that don't align with who you are. You have the ability and the strength. The lesson you need to learn is that you have the ability to manifest everything that you everything that you desire. Like, you don't have to rely on people that make you feel out of alignment with who you really are. So that was the lesson. The lesson is to stay self-sufficient, so you don't have to be in situations where things like this is going on. So whatever this is, maybe this person is mad because you're trying to get away from the situation. They still holding on to it, and you need to learn how to be independent and detach yourself from the situation. And this last card represents, how will you overcome the situation? And you got the Star card. So it's telling you to just stay positive, just have hope, and just keep focusing on the positive, and focusing on that it's going to be a brighter day. Like, hope and good things are coming in for you, and you just need to focus on yourself and like keep positive messages in your head about the situation. Don't even look back at this situation. Like, try not to focus on whatever this is, and focus on manifesting with this star energy, hope and positivity. So that's what I see with this. This person could be watching you do this, and they're not happy about it because they're still like holding on to something, or maybe holding on to a grudge, but because you didn't conform to what they wanted you to do or something. But it's telling you that all you have to do is stay positive. Learn to just stay in this Nine of Pentacles, independent energy, and manifest, create the life that you want with positive thoughts in mind. And you will be able to overcome the situation with ease. So I have some additional oracle cards with some more messages on here, and we're going to check them out to see what they have to say. So you got the scream card twice. So the call. Maybe this person want to contact you. But yeah, you got the scream card twice. So I don't know what that means in communication. It says the urge to communicate perceptions through skill or speech. Communication mind. So like I said, maybe this person want to contact you, but I don't think that's a good idea to talk to this person. If you do talk to this person, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. This card says envoy, diplomacy, ambassador, delegation, negotiation. So if you do talk to this person, I would try to be cordial with them. Like, try not to like antagonize the situation and make it worse if you do decide to communicate with this person, because I don't know, this person seems like they upset or they holding a grudge. So whatever this is, I wouldn't, if you do end up having to deal with this person, I would just try to be as calm and logical as possible, because this person seemed like they real upset and emotional. So this card says supermoon, emotions running high, cutting cords, surfacing of old issues, drama, revealing what's hidden, restless, positive changes at hand. Yeah, so it's saying that this is like maybe this person trying to bring drama to you, and you just need to like I said, be very calm and logical with the situation. Like, they're trying to get you out of character and have you all upset because they upset. This person probably want to maybe they're trying to kick it off with you. They want to call and just start stirring up mess with you. And this card says labyrinth. Among the confusion of the twisting turns and the endless chase, will I find myself in the heart of this maze. Yeah, so this person is like, I don't know, whatever this situation is, it just seemed like it's very confused. It was very confusing to you. And it was like a maze or a labyrinth. Like, you were trying to figure out what was going on or how to get out the situation. So it's saying I think the best thing to do is to use your head and just be calm in the situation. Communicate clearly, think clearly, and not getting your feelings and emotions about whatever is going on. Because I think this is where this person is operating in. They operating out of emotion because they haven't been able to let something go. So they don't want you to let it go. They don't want you in this Nine of Pentacles and star energy and thinking positive, because they're still upset about something. So they feel like you should still be upset. So that's why they want to contact you and, I don't know, cause drama. So this card says martial arts master. Water, master, water, profound. So maybe you need to, if you do have to deal with this person, maybe you need to defend yourself but approach it in a martial arts master type of a perspective. Because like, I think martial artists, they don't just go out picking fights with people. They defend themselves, but they try everything they can to avoid the fight. And they don't just go out looking for problems, but they will defend themselves. So this telling you to like, and to just go with the flow. And like martial arts masters, like it's more like a spiritual thing. It's not just about fighting. So it's about, they like protect their energy and like control. They like meditate and, like I said, protect their energy and build up their energy to fight. They don't just go around expelling unnecessary energy, attacking people. So it's telling you to be like a deep thinker, preserve your energy, and you'll be able to overcome the situation. Build up your chi energy. And if you do have to strike, it will be much more powerful when you preserve your energy, and your mind and your body and your spirit are all in alignment. You will be like a very powerful opponent. You'll be able to defend yourself. That's what I'm saying. It's just saying, take this approach. Take a more profound and deeper approach, deeper thought process to the situation, and you'll be able to if you take this route, you'll be able to see things clearly instead of like operating in emotion. Like I said, martial artists, they don't operate out of anger and emotion. So it's much deeper than that. So you'll be able to see the situation much more clearer if you take that approach. And this card says, consciousness. I am fully aware of the thoughts and feelings I create. My outer world is a reflection of my inner consciousness. By focusing on my most constructive thoughts, I allow them to grow and shape the experiences I desire. Through my mindful creation, I become an expression of divine light. So that's why it's telling you, the tarot was saying that, like, focus on hope. And this magician card, it's like you able to manifest things easily. So whatever this is with this situation, you could have manifested this person coming at you with this negative energy. This could have been a manifestation of like your negative thoughts. And that's why it's telling you to shift your consciousness towards more positive things and focus on detaching yourself and being in this independent energy, independent and hopeful energy, so you can start to manifest more positive experiences. Like you're a strong manifester, so that's why you need to manifest out of positivity and, like I said, this grounded martial artist mindset when you manifesting things. Because if you manifesting out of emotions and toxic stuff like this could come in your life. You can manifest people like this that want to come against you and, I don't know, bring drama and confusion. So you could be learning, like I said, to be more diplomatic and even toned and cool and like logical. Both these cards talking about being just more chill and laid back and not aggressive and combative with people. You need to learn how to use your mind and your words, because of your mind and your words are a weapon. So you need to speak more positive things and think about more positive things, because everything you speak and think, you are manifesting things into your reality, whether you're aware of it or not. So, like I say, when you're thinking negative, stuff like this could come toward you. People calling you with drama and just being messy. Just Just stuff you don't want to deal with. Who want to be bothered with this? No, I don't know. Who want to deal with people calling your house, threatening you, and nobody got time for that. So you need to focus on, like I said, using your mind and your words to create the reality that you want. Create positive things in your life. And the last card says the Bold Queen. Identity, strength, and defiance. So, like I said, you need to figure out who you are, figure out what your inner strengths are. And your inner strength is that you are a powerful manifester. So you have to not conform to wherever this person or whoever these people are. You don't have to conform to whatever it is that they wanted you to do. And just be yourself. Be your authentic self. Figure out who you are. And focus on yourself. And focus on creating the reality that you would like to have for yourself. And like I said, don't conform to this energy that this person is in, or they're trying to put you in this energy of emotion and just toxic emotional energy. I think you need to cut this person off and just stay away from them. If this is a person bringing you drama and confusion, I think you need to just stay as far away from this person as possible, because you have better things to do with your time. So that is what I'm seeing for you, pal 2. If this message resonated with you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a like and a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hey, what's up, pal 3? So for those of you that chose this crystal, we are here to find out today, what is the scary movie villain in your life? So what are some challenges that you may be facing, and how will you be able to overcome the situation? So I have a 5-card spread here, and each individual card represents an aspect of the situation. So the first card represents who or what the villain is. The second card represents what fears does this villain trigger in you. The third card represents what skills, talents, and abilities that you have to overcome the situation. The fourth card represents what is the lesson that you're meant to learn in the situation. And the fifth card represents how you will overcome the situation. So we're going to go through all of these, and then I'm going to finish up with some additional messages from the oracle cards that I pulled. But first, I'm going to get the overall energy of the reading and see the messages from this oracle card. And you got Jigsaw, Puzzle of Destiny. Get ready for a tough test. Life's trials will push you to the brink. Make wise choices. So, with this card, I think the villain in your life is that you could be confused about what to do next in life. And you feel like you're being really tested with a lot of difficult survival type tests. And you don't know what to do next because you're afraid to make the wrong decision, because everything has just been so chaotic that you feel like you're stuck, because you don't want to make a decision because you don't want to make the situation worse. So maybe, I don't think this is a person. I think you feel like maybe life is treating you the way Jigsaw set up like booby traps in a movie, and it's like an intense situation where you have to think fast and act fast, and if you make the wrong move, then it's like it's over with if you make the wrong decision. So I don't necessarily think this is a person. I think this is more of a situation or energy, or you just feel this is how you feeling about life in general. But yeah, so you guys got the Jigsaw card as your horror movie villain. And now we're going to get into the first card of the tarot, which represents who this villain is, who or what this villain is. And you got the Seven of Swords. So wherever it is that this villain is, you feel like you've been deceived. Like you feel like things haven't been, you don't have clarity. You feel like you've been deceived, like it's some deceptive, shady things going on, and you're not able to figure out what's going on or try to solve the situation. Like you feel like it's somebody could be playing mind games, because this movie was about playing mind games with people. And maybe you feel like somebody could be playing mind games, or you just feel like confused, like you don't understand what's going on. And you feel just like I said, deceived. So this card represents what fears does this energy trigger in you? And you got the Emperor. So you feel powerless. You don't feel like you can totally step into your power and take control of the situation, because you feel like you don't even know what's going on. Like you don't even have clarity in the situation to be able to step into your power and take control of the situation, because like I said, you just feel confused. Like you feel like it's just like a toxic mind game that's being played on you of survival. So you just feel powerless. You feel defeated. So this Seven of Swords energy is just triggering a lot of powerless energy in you. So we're going to move on to this card. So this card represents what are the strengths that you have, the strengths, talents, and abilities that you have that you can use to overcome the situation. And we have the King of Cups. So in order to, the things you can use to overcome this situation is to be in control of your emotions. Like do not just start crashing out and spiraling, because you're not being able, you feel like you're not feeling empowered, and you're feeling like it's just a lot of confusion and shady things going on. So it's just telling you to be in control, like stay in control of your emotions and continue to just focus on self-love, nurturing yourself, like speaking positive words to yourself, speak empowering things to yourself. And you should meditate as well. You could meditate to give you clarity in this situation. Like if you're feeling deceived, you might have to like go within, like control your emotions, because when you emotional, you're not able to think clear. So it's telling you to just stay in control of your emotions. Maybe you should meditate or do other like grounding exercises so you can be able to think clearly. And This card represents what is the lesson that you're meant to learn from the situation. And this card is the Ten of Swords. So this could be a person, or it just could be a collective of events that happen to you. But it's teaching you that even though you like at a very bad time, like you didn't hit rock bottom in the situation, and it could be a person, like you've been hurt like repeatedly, hurt and deceived. Maybe the hurt is coming from the deception, from the Seven of Swords, and this person stabbing the thing in the heart, and it's like a lot of stick pins. But even though you've gone through this, that you're learning that you could still learn to be this King of Cups, learn to control yourself. It's teaching you how to just have strong willpower and strong control over your emotions, no matter how painful or how bad the situation is to always just keep your composure. It's a lesson in like say emotional control. And this last card says, how will you overcome the situation? And we got the Fool card. So after this Ten of Swords, you're going to realize that everything is not over. All is not lost. And you're going to be able to start again. You're going to be able to pull yourself up, pull yourself together after this bad situation, or just feeling like life has just strategically been setting up all these weird and difficult no way out scenarios, that you're going to finally figure out a way to go within and heal yourself, and you're going to be able to start over. You're going to be able to take control of your life with this Emperor. You'll be able to finally become the Emperor once you get control of, heal from all of these, heal from this deception and this Ten of Swords energy, just backstabbing energy. And you'll be able to move on with your life and start anew. So that's what I'm seeing with this. And I have some additional oracle cards with messages on them. So we're going to check these out and see the messages that they have to say. Yeah, I think is you learning how to rise from the ashes after you lost everything, or you feel like you defeated and everything is just like life has been playing this jigsaw game with you. You're learning how to heal and rebuild yourself after all of these toxic situations, and move forward. So we have the Pluto card, and Pluto represents death and rebirth. So it says the urge to regenerate the depths of experience and experience renewal, deep transformation, regeneration, evolution. So all the things that you've been going through is meant to strengthen you, and rebuild you into a much stronger person. Rebuild you into this Emperor energy. So and this card says the chosen one. Destiny, prophecy, selected, mission, prodigy. So you could be going through all this because you could have a very important mission to do on earth that would call for you to experience these things, to, like I said, to shape and mold you into who you needed to become to carry out this mission. So you might feel like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Like, why is the universe, or why am I going through all this? Why am I going through all these trials and tribulations and tests? And it was to shape you into who you need to become so you could step into your power. And this card says Starry Observatory. A little piece of a cosmic puzzle. Universe only reveals its secrets if you dare to dance in the starry dazzle. So maybe you've been questioning a lot of things. Like you just feel like you out of touch. Like you felt using the Seven of Swords energy. Like you didn't have clarity on like life and why things are the way they are. And it's saying that you are out of touch with the universe. Maybe you need to go within and start to communicate with the universe. Communicate with yourself. Go outside and connect with nature. Or maybe you should get your birth chart done. Get you a natal chart done. So maybe you could better understand yourself and like what your mission is on earth. Like, what did you come here to do? Because maybe you just feel confused. Like, you don't even know why you're here or what is the purpose of all of this. So it's telling you, your birth chart can help you, like, have somebody read your natal chart and it can tell you a lot about, answer a lot of questions that you might have been wondering about. Because it's like the blueprint of your life. So get a natal chart done. Or just like I said, go within, meditate, connect with nature. But it's saying that you out of alignment. And that's why you're not able to hear your intuition, or you feel out of touch with what's going on. So, and this says, listen to the guidance of your soul. So it's like you're not able to, you out of alignment. Like that's why you don't know what's going on, or you feel like you don't have a GPS on life, or you don't understand where to go next and you feel confused and stuck. Is because you're not listening to your inner guidance. You're not understanding what your soul purpose is. Maybe more of a logical thinker, but it says thinker, meditate, focus, profound. So maybe you're more logical and you really don't use your intuition as much as you should. And you need to, like I said, start going in and meditate and going within and focus, practicing every day to try to focus on, get the answers from within. Because a lot of times you be thinking somebody going to help you with the answers and they don't even know. They can only say, give you the answers from their perspective. But what you need, it seems like you're going to have to go within to find the answers. Nobody else outside of you is going to be able to help you with the situation. And that's why you keep running into these tests and trials, because you say you have a bigger mission. So the universe is testing you. So it's nobody else can really help you with at this point. Like maybe further along you'll be able to get the answers, once you get past this. But right now, it's like it's saying that you need to go within. And we have the blooming night, hope, solitude, and becoming. So with this card, it's saying like you're gonna have to go into a time of isolation because you're going through all these things, and it's conditioning you to be more self-reliant and go within for the answers. Like maybe all these things you running into because you keep trying to go to other people to find the answers, and you need to go within. Like you in a type of an incubation phase, a transformation, like you in a cocoon transforming into something else. So right now you just need to heal and, like I said, go within and start focusing on yourself, because you're going through like a death and rebirth process. So all these cards is talking about like a death and rebirth, like you becoming something else. And this card says, I am free. The veil of ego lifts, revealing a new vision for my life. Focusing on my inner growth, I listen to the voice of my heart and remain grounded in love. Free from fear, judgment, and duality, I step confidently towards inner peace. So maybe you're going through like a dark night of the soul, and that could be really, really, really bad. It's very unpleasant. So all of it, the reason why you go through a dark night of the soul is to remove all your ego so you could become your authentic self. After everything is stripped away, then you will be able to understand who you really are, and you don't have anything else to rely on but yourself. So it's like whatever this process is, in order for you to become this person, it have to strip everything away from you, or you would never be able to transform. So you will finally be free. After this process you're going through, you'll feel more free because, like I said, you don't feel attachment. After you've been through all this, nothing else hurts you anymore. Like nothing else can trigger you. You'll be able to be more in control of your emotions. More grounded, like saying more grounded in self-love, more free from fear. Fears are the fears of you losing money or losing whatever it is you losing loved ones. Like you done been through all it. So fear from judgment. Like you'll just be able to see things more clearly. You'll be able to get the inner understanding that you always been wanting after this situation. And this card, it says dreams. So maybe when you start going within, you'll be able to get the answers. Maybe your dreams could be trying to tell you some things that you need to know. So maybe you should pay attention to your dreams. And also you need to heal, because you could possibly be having nightmares, and it's showing you that like you haven't healed from things, and when you haven't, it could produce nightmares, and your dreams are is your subconscious trying to communicate with you. So if you're having like a lot of bad dreams or like weird dreams, it could be showing you some things that you need to do shadow work on and you need to heal from. So you can start getting the clarity that you need. And a lot of your information that you need could be coming through your dreams. But you're not getting the messages because you're still going through this like dark night of the soul. You thinking logically, like you're not using your intuition. You more 3D focused. And it's causing you to not, all the stuff you're going through is once it stripped all the 3D material things away, all you have left is yourself. So it's forcing you to heal and do the work, whether you want to or not. I know it sounds messed up, but that's what it's doing. All of these life trials and tests is forcing you to do the work. It's not the universe, or it's not God, or wherever you think it is, just attacking you. Like, you're not cursed, you're not none of that. Is that you are going through this process of death and rebirth so you could come out a totally different person, a new version of yourself that is able to execute what you came here to do. And the version that you are now wouldn't have been able to handle it. So you had to go through all this, like I said, to be the person that you needed to be. So it's not the universe attacking you. It's not, you're not hexed or cursed, or just God doesn't like you. It's you being called for a bigger mission. And like I said, you should pay attention to your dreams, because a lot of the clarity that you're looking for, a lot of the answers is going to come through your dreams. So you need to listen to the guidance of your soul, so you can get the messages of where to go or what to do while you're going through this process. Wow, that was kind of heavy. So that's all I'm seeing for you, Pal 3. If this message resonated with you, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment if you like, and I will see you guys in the next video.